Have you ever told the truth and your friends or family got mad at you? Have you ever done the right thing and felt like you were the only one? Have you ever felt like everybody wanted you to just go along to get along? Say what they said, do what they did, fit in. If that hits you, keep listening. If this misses you, keep living. Because sooner or later, every single one of us will have to make a decision. Do I say what people want to hear, or do I say what's actually true? Do I follow the crowd, or do I follow God? Today's hidden person shows us that being right with God is way more important than being liked by people. Hey family, my name is Tony Lewis, and it's my plum-pleasing pleasure as usual to share with you today a few minutes for us. The U is for underdog and the S is for strugglers in the Bible. Hidden people, huge lessons. Today we're talking about a guy named Micaiah. Micaiah, the truth nobody wanted to hear. The truth nobody wanted to hear. Most people have never even heard of this brother. Let me tell you his story. It's found in 1 Kings chapter 22. So here's what happened, y'all. King Ahab wanted to go to war. Big battle, big decision. So he calls in 400 prophets. That's like 400 people, y'all, whose job was to speak for God. And every single one of them said the same thing. What? They said, go for it, king. You gonna win, my brother. You got this. You got this. 400 people. All saying the same thing. But here's the problem. God hadn't actually told them jack, y'all. Nothing. They was just saying what the king wanted to hear. Then somebody remembered, there was one more prophet, a guy named Micaiah. And when they told the king about him, you know what the king said? He said, I hate that guy. Lord have mercy. Not because Micaiah lied, not because Micaiah was wrong, not because Micaiah was a bad person. He hated him because Micaiah always told the truth. And the truth wasn't always what the king wanted to hear. Who am I talking to? So they brought Micaiah in. Lottie, Dottie, and everybody expected him to just go along to get along. See the picture? 400 people. On one side, Micaiah on the other. And Micaiah said the truth. He told the king, don't go. Don't go. This won't end well, my brother. The king ignored him, said, you got to be crazy. We went to war anyway, and he died exactly like Micaiah said he would. Because here's what you need to know, family. Truth doesn't stop being true just because people ignore it. Let me tell you how Micaiah struggled. Now let's keep it real, family. Let's keep it real. This wasn't easy for Micaiah. He had to stand alone. He had to say something nobody wanted to hear. He got mocked. He got rejected. He got thrown into prison just for being honest. My God, 400 people on one side, one person on the other. That's like a whole bunch of your friends or family saying one thing and you being the only one saying something different. That's hard, family. That's hard. But here's the thing. That one person had God behind him. That one person had God behind him. So how did Micaiah make it through? He cared more about what God thought than what people thought. Who am I talking to? God's opinion mattered most. That was it. He chose truth over being popular. He wasn't trying to be the guy everybody liked. He wasn't trying to be the guy, and he just wanted to be the guy who God approved. He stayed consistent even when it was hard. The pressure didn't break him. It just showed everybody what he was really made of. He said what God said, period. Not what was trending, not what the king wanted, not what made people happy, but he said what God said. But what is the huge lesson? What is the huge lesson? Truth doesn't become false just because people don't like it. And a lie doesn't become true just because everybody believes it. Let me say that again. Truth doesn't become false just because people don't like it. And a lie doesn't become true just because everybody believes it. When you struggle like Micaiah, when you and I struggle, when you know what's right, but you stay quiet anyway, when you follow the group even when the group is wrong, when you change what you say depending on who's listening, who am I talking to? When you care more about being accepted than being honest, when you're more scared of people thinking you're weird than you are of doing the wrong thing. Family, this is real life. When you feel this at work, when you feel this at school, when you feel this at home, when you feel this in the group chat, when you feel this when everybody's laughing at something you know isn't right, but God never called us to fit in. He called us to stand up. So when you succeed like Micaiah, when you tell the truth and you do it with kindness, when you stand firm and you do it with respect, when you obey God even when it's scary, when you stay faithful even when nobody's watching, when you refuse to compromise even when everybody else is. And here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing. You don't need the biggest squad. You just need God's approval. Micaiah shows us that popularity is temporary. Truth is eternal. Trends change. Opinions change. What's cool changes. But God's truth never, ever, ever changes. But family, maybe right now, you feel like the only one in your family, in your friend group, who's trying to do the right thing. Maybe people are laughing at you. Maybe you feel left out. Maybe you feel like it would just be easy to go along, to get along. Who am I talking to? Keep standing. Keep trusting. Keep obeying, because one person with God is never truly alone. But remember the huge lesson. Truth doesn't become false just because people don't like it. And a lie doesn't become true just because everybody believes it. See you next week for the next A Few Minutes for Us. For the next episode in our new series, get new, y'all, coming new, called Second Half Saints. To God be the glory. I'm out, y'all.